It's always important to start with a clean, moisturized face, especially when using the skincare cover foundation. I then use the Island Nights and I pat it underneath my eyes and on top of my eyelids just because I have a little bit of discoloration there and it helps prolong my eyeshadow. The next product I use is Island Paradise Primer. I put it on my cheeks and around my nose because that's where I usually get a bit oily. I'm using sugarcane eyeshadow all over my eyelid, and then I like to use the Tropical Storm on the outer corners of my eyes and along my lash line for a more simple look. You can also use the Island Eyes Mascara as a liquid eyeliner. Just load it up on an eyeliner brush and line your eyes. The first way I like to use a skincare cover foundation is using my fingers. The warmth from my fingers will soften up the product a bit and it makes it easier to apply a very thin layer all over my face. Then I just add a little bit extra to the spots that need more coverage. You can also add some to the back of your hand and let it warm up there and again apply a very thin layer. Or you can use a foundation brush and you can also use a beauty blender to apply the product. The key to applying is to build up in thin layers, applying more only in the areas that need extra coverage. A little goes a very long way and you want it to look like second skin. You can also apply the product in various areas of your face and you just wait a bit to let it warm up and then you can use your fingers or a foundation brush or the beauty blender to blend it all in. You don't need as much product as I'm using right now. I'm only applying this much to show you the various methods of how to apply the foundation. I'm using Camera Ready powder in C to set the foundation. And I like to use a big fluffy brush and go in circular motions. I'm using the Sky highlighting powder right underneath my eyes with a sponge just to give it a little bit of a highlight. I like to use a Tiki Torch brow shade for my contour when I want it to be a little more defined. It can also be used for eyeshadow and of course for your brows. Then I apply the Island Radiance bronzer in Sun right above that to blend it all in and try to get rid of any harsh lines. And I use a big fluffy brush to buff out the Sky highlighting powder that I placed underneath my eyes. Next, I use a fan brush to apply the sugarcane eyeshadow that I used on my eyes as a highlighter on my cheeks. I'm using Tropical Storm to fill in my eyebrows. It's very soft and blendable. Finish off with Guava on my lips and Tropical Storm as my bottom eyeliner.